I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport.
Honestly, no disappointment. Like, I think it just gives you something to work for. You know, that's a dream. You know, hopefully one day I can be there, and I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and
you remember that, and she will be, as the USA team has finally admitted they regret snubbing Caitlin Clark. I mean, who would have thought that she would not make the cut in the first place? It's not like we have been begging Team USA not to mess up this badly. Whether you are new to women's basketball or have been a fan for a while, we have all been saying they shouldn't make this terrible mistake. And now here they are, not only lagging the mistake, but also paying for it and apologizing for it. The Indiana coach says Clark told her they awakened a monster. Sports columnist and best-selling author Christine Brennan has been following this story for weeks. In her USA column, she wrote, "I've seen some bad team and athlete selection decisions in the 40 years I've covered the Olympics, but this is the worst by far. Then again, we probably shouldn't be surprised. As we've known for years, the last amateurs left in the Olympic Games are the people running them." Opinions vary. For instance, Jamali Hill, a contributing writer for The Atlantic, said people need to stop panicking and putting so much weight on every single decision, but she also said that she will eventually make an Olympic team. And I agree, yes, she will, as the USA already regrets not selecting her. One of the main reasons that they should regret this is how they feel on the marketing front. On this, Stephen Smith eventually made a point I agreed with when he said that understanding the marketing aspect of sports is crucial.
I ain't apologizing. You make decisions, marketing. I want people watching. I want eyeballs. I want advertising dollars. Why? Because he'll get paid. Y'all will get paid. And guess who else will get paid? You see where I'm coming from? That's what it's about. Stop acting otherwise. We know this. You don't sit up there and pass on Caitlin Clark. It was stupid, Team USA. It was a dumb decision. Everybody, there's always somebody that's a sacrificial lamb. I respect the hell out of Rebecca Lobo and what she broke down. I understand it. It was a stupid decision because it compromises what your ultimate goal is, which is to elevate the WNBA brand.
While I don't think he expressed it in the best way, I do agree with him. You don't need a business degree, a marketing major, or even go to college to see that Caitlin Clark attracts viewers.
While I don't think he expressed it in the best way, I do agree with him. You don't need a business degree, a marketing major, or even go to college to see that Caitlin Clark attracts viewers. If she is bringing in viewers, then putting her on the Team USA women's basketball team, which is watched globally, would only help women's basketball thrive. Yet for some reason, she was not included. So I agree with Saiz, but what I don't agree with is this clip that I am going to show you. It conveys that Diana Taurasi was very much against Caitlin Clark making a big impact from the start.
Reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
She implied without naming Clark that the success Clark achieved at the University of Iowa wouldn't immediately translate to the WNBA. On top of that, there was a theory that Cheryl Reeve had something against Caitlin Clark, while the Minnesota Lynx went up against the Indiana Fever. You could tell from her demeanor that she is not the biggest Caitlin Clark fan.
It's all around the league. But as a coach of the home team, there's going to be a lot of people cheering for that other side. I mean,
I'll get two shits.
How about one?
Not even one shit.
Now, let me tell you why Caitlin Clark didn't make Team USA for the Olympics. According to a key executive who revealed the reason, despite marketing being a big factor, Clark's popularity was not considered in the selection process. When the decision came, we were all shocked to find out that she was left off the Team USA squad for the 2024 Olympic Games. We wanted an explanation for why the 22-year-old was overlooked. Now we have got one, thanks to the chair of the Women's National Team Committee. Jen Rosati explained that there was an exhaustive list of criteria used to determine who USA Basketball and Cheryl Reeve would take to Paris in July. And crucially, television ratings and popularity were not factors. This fact dealt two big blows to Caitlin Clark's chances, as she is currently the most popular player in the WNBA, selling out venues and attracting large audiences. It might seem odd, especially since the entire Olympic Games hosting is a major marketing campaign for the host country. This has been a 3-year process for us, Rosati told the media. Caitlin, along with other players who didn't make the team, have been evaluated on their whole body of work. Jan Rosati explained that while there were unique circumstances surrounding Caitlin Clark, she was proud that the committee focused strictly on the selection criteria. The criteria did not include TV viewership or marketability. Rosati emphasized that the committee's job was to select the 12 players based on these defined criteria, and while discussions about considering factors like TV viewership or popularity might occur, those were not a part of the committee's responsibilities. They were instructed to ignore external influences and stick to the established criteria. So what were the criteria used? There were 11 factors considered when picking the 12 players who would travel across the Atlantic for the bid to win an 8th straight gold medal and a 10th since 9. This process started 3 years ago when Caitlin Clark was still in the NCAA. The factors included U.S. citizenship, availability, position, playing ability, versatility, coachability, attitude, adaptability to the team concept, leadership, how well they adjust to international play, and their potential contribution to the team's success. It is unclear which criteria Clark didn't meet, but she said she isn't disappointed and plans to use this as motivation moving forward. Another reason Caitlin Clark wasn't included on Team USA's basketball team was supposedly to avoid upsetting fans with a lack of playing time. However, the real issue seems to be that the older WNBA players are trying to protect their positions and don't want her to succeed. This is despite the fact that Diana Taurasi, Candace Parker, and Brianna Stewart all played for Team USA before they had ever played a single WNBA game. So, these players did what Caitlin Clark was trying to do, but despite this, Clark handled the situation with class. Although Caitlin Clark didn't make the U.S. women's basketball team for the Olympics, she is not letting it get her down. She has been actively cheering on Team USA during the 2024 Paris Olympics and has been watching as much as she can. Caitlin Clark, who plays for the Indiana Fever, mentioned that she even joked about canceling her practice to watch more of the games. When asked if she was disappointed, Clark said she is actually motivated. She sees this time as an opportunity to work harder and prepare for the next chance. 4 years comes fast, she said, reflecting on how quickly time passes. She is using this as a drive to start working towards her goal of being on the team in the future. Recently, Team USA played against Japan, and the attendance numbers highlight a notable issue. For comparison, Spain vs. China drew the largest crowd with 27,200 spectators. Nigeria vs. Australia had 24,023, while Team USA's game had only 13,040 live viewers. That is over 8,000 fewer than the average attendance in the early days of the games, showing a significant dip in interest. Things got even more amusing when a fan held up a sign saying, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us." It is funny because while Caitlin Clark might not be necessary for Team USA to win, her presence could certainly attract more viewers. Despite Team USA's 102-76 victory over Japan, the situation shows how much effort was made to exclude Caitlin Clark from the team. The excuse that they didn't want her fans to be upset about her playing time seems less valid when you consider how much attention Clark received on social media. Don Staley, a member of the selection committee, even expressed regret over the decision. In an interview with NBC Sports' Mike Tirico during the Olympics, Staley said that if they were making the decision now, Clark's recent outstanding performances would have made her a strong candidate for the team. Clark has since averaged 17.9 points and 10.4 assists per game, including a record-setting 19 assists in a single game. Staley's comments suggest that Clark's exclusion from the Olympic team might have been a missed opportunity, especially considering how her presence could have boosted interest in Team USA's quest for their 8th straight gold medal. Clark and the Indiana Fever will play next on August 16 against Diana Taurasi and the Phoenix Mercury, so that will be an interesting one to watch. Well, that is it for today. What are your thoughts on her exclusion and the impact it has on Team USA's performance and viewership? Do you think Caitlin Clark will make it to the Olympic team in 4 years? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest news on sports and more. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.